man, I need to stop smiling before the victory comes. So I've been waiting on my court dates all year, and they keep pushing them back. Oh, look, it's a cat. They keep pushing them back. So, number popped up on my phone today. I decided to answer it. Spent about a half hour talking to the female attorney of my case. Gotta watch my step. Talked to the female attorney of my case that I haven't spoke to in about 2 months. And, spoke a few things to her, exchanged a few thoughts and pieces of information and things like that. And I found myself being triggered within the first 5 minutes. On her end, I'm pretty sure she's used to talking to dudes that have an extensive criminal record, and they're stumbling over their words and they don't know how to represent themselves and things like that. They're on a deadline, they have warrants behind their arrest and things like that. But I'm pretty sure she feels a little bit better about her day. I answered, we spoke, talked about a few things. She seems like an okay person. I'm pretty sure she had a reflecting image or thought about me in her head. Maybe he's a typical dude, but when she starts to pull up my information and she saw that I've never been in trouble before my entire life, she actually started to get a little bit of friendly and started doing what most people should do: de-escalate and calm me down and stop me from getting so heated and talking to her like an educated crazy madman. And she put some things in place. I had no idea that I had a court date tomorrow. These things are so confusing with the court systems. They'll tell you one thing, and then they'll send you something else in the mail, and then they'll send you something else through an email, and then that's how they get you. You're out with a warrant and all these types of things because the court dates. And even with this whole pandemic situation, it's like, how are we living today? How is the court system actually performing during these times? But it was a lot of good back and forth, a lot of good feedback. She put a lot of special places in order for myself. I don't have to show up to court tomorrow. She put in a good word for me as well. She gave me a little bit of inside advice that I already knew. If your brain works in TikToks like my brain works in TikTok, she gave me a few words of encouragement and a little advice on how to beat the system. And you never know, man. See, people drop keys into your hands or drop keys into your lap. If you're willing to try, a white woman at that. Again, when I was an elementary school kid, Miss Coline, I'm not even going to go back on Miss Coline. But in high school, I had teachers, I would look down to the ground, not because I was insecure or anything, but being even mindful and aware of that time, watching where I step. But a teacher would, female teacher would, she would be like, I should look up more, and I always look down. I must find a lot of things on the floor, which held true. But these teachers, they encourage, they encourage us sometimes. They give us a little bit of good advice, They would get angry that I would be sleeping in class because they would know I was one of the smartest kids in school and I should be climbing up to my fullest potential. They would tell me to smile in front of the whole classroom on different occasions. Walking through the classroom between bells, they would see me, random teachers, hanging outside of their classroom door would say, smile. Your smile will change the world one day. Or even teachers trying to use this ugly grill as the classroom example to explain how dairy affects the teeth. Not in a bad way, actually, to say, yo, listen, hey, Antonio, female teacher, this was typing class, computer. She would call me out in the middle of class and tell me to smile to see how bright my teeth was. Not how crooked and gap teeth my teeth was, but how bright and white my teeth was. Yeah, man. 90-10 compliments, that I appreciated. Everything can't be perfect. But yeah, man, just a random conversation, touching bases with my attorney. I'm new to this thing. I don't really get into trouble like that, man. My dad is My dad's been doing for almost 30 years a corrections officer, you know, working in jails and things like that. He works in the courthouse now. You know, I've never been in trouble. I've never been suspended, nothing like that, you know. I'm not used to these types of things, but, you know, I have to get acclimated with them, you know, spending one night in jail as Martin Luther King did, and, you know, now dealing with the court system. And nice white lady gave me a hack. A hack that most guys wouldn't be able to take advantage of because they're so toxic when it comes to, you know, handling, you know, the mother of their children, or handling the women in their lives and things like that. When it comes to breakups and it comes to divorces, why do people have to hate each other? It's like, why do relationships have to end off on a bad note? Why do we have to go to an all-out war? Why do we have to badmouth each other and ruin each other's reputations? Why can't we just split apart and just go our separate ways and maybe even still be friends afterward? Why does every love relationship or marriage have to end in war? I don't understand it. You know, I've had platonic relationships with women that were very beneficial. And, you know, life is more than what we think life is about. You know, I had to explain to this attorney, you know, she's asking me all this information, and I'm like, I'm not a 33, I'm 33 years old. I'm not a little boy that's going around killing people. I'm not like this type of person that just woke up this morning and wants to curse out a judge because I feel like the system is wrong. I'm none of the above. I'm a friggin' person that sits in the room. Like, I even told her, I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm out here trying to change. I hate when words escape me. So I'm out here trying to change laws for our future children, for your children and my children. But I'm getting distracted by petty arguments that is not even relevant in 2021. Like, but yeah, man, you know, rare chance to see me talk about these things. I should probably record these things as they happen. You know, I speak about these fleeting moments, however good or bad there is in life. I like to wave at them as they pass me by. But yeah, man, you know, it's like you become less fearless at some point. You know, talking to an attorney on the phone, or a lawyer on the phone, or a public defendant, most people will be all timid and scared and tripping over their words. But I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to your boss. I want to talk to your boss's boss. I want to talk to the judge that's supposed to be over my case. I want to talk to the person that put this judge in power. At the end of the day, you have a family too. You guys are keeping me from my family for a whole year. My son just turned 3 years old 2 days ago, and my daughter will be 6 years old in a month. And it's because of you and your messed up political system that I'm not able to take care of my family. But then someone that doesn't know me would turn around and call me a deadbeat father, or I'm an a-hole, or I'm doing this, or I don't have my children in my life, and all these other things. But they're taken care of financially. They have a roof over their head, and all these other different types of things. But that's it for me. You know, I'm not gonna continue to rant on and on and on and on and on and on and on in this video. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I will burn briefly but brightly, leaving a trail of light and fire long after I am gone. Hopefully, I am an inspiration to those that stand for the truth. And that's it, man. What more else can I say, man? I spent, you know, my morning on the phone with a lawyer. That's Libra. That's law. That's judgment. You know, all these different things. I use my alchemic practices and my alchemic influences to glamour and use Jedi mind tricks on lawyers and judges and things like that. We all have our place in the world. We all have our own abilities and skills and power. Some of us don't think of it as that way, but I had the gift of gab. The silver-tongued devil. The devil was cast down to earth and he can have whatever he wants. Like, that's my power. Figure out your power. Have a good day.